It was an ordinary workday for Kiara. She was doing an open home at 596 Klein Street in Ballarat East, to be precise, when a ute pulled up and a tan bloke in a white singlet, shorts and thongs jumped out. Of course, it was Dylan.
And she'd come home at all hours of the night, and I said, "What's happening?" And she said, I met a boy and he asked me to go fishing.
Wasn't too much later that they were walking out of Stockland Wendouree one day, and holding Kiara's hand, Dylan mentioned that she was his girlfriend.
I think it's mine now.
Woohoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, our daughter and our son-in-law, Kiara and Dylan Peterkin.
Dylan is one of the most loyal and generous men you'll ever meet. He loves hunting, fishing, collecting dogs, and spending time with his family and friends. I'm wondering if any of you know a hobby that Dylan's taken up since he started dating Kiara. You probably don't, so I'm going to tell you. It's skating. Skating on thin ice.
Let me know, girl, 'cause you and I be easier as us. Don't need 3 words, just one good time. What's up? We're a couple of pins, apparent when we touch. Ooh. You and I be easier as us. Oh, easier as us.
Fast forward a couple of weeks or a month or so, and Kiara said, "I'd like to introduce Dylan to you." Sunday night was family roast night. Everything went swimmingly. We were cleaning up and Mel said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, he doesn't say much." You should know something about that. The first half a dozen times you met Mum, you averaged 3 words: hi and thank you.
You and I be easier as us. Don't need 3 words, just one good time. What's up? We're a couple of pins, apparent when we touch. Ooh. You and I be easier as us.
And never in a million years did I think anyone would be good enough for you. But the universe answered our prayers, and Kiara, in you swaned, the most beautiful, elegant, independent and kind angel. Kiara, you bring so much love and laughter and happiness to not only Dylan, but to us as a family unit.
You and I be easier as us. Don't need 3 words, just one good time. What's up? We're a couple of pins, it's apparent when we touch. You and I be easy as us. You and I be easy as us.
Thank you for affording me one of the best moments of my life.
To my soon-to-be wife, I still really don't understand what you saw in me that day I walked into your open home, but damn, I'm glad you saw something. Because ever since, my life has changed for the better.
You made me feel comfortable and safe, even in the silences of our early dates. There's always been a quiet certainty between us that always felt right.
Let's get ready. I'm going to get down the aisle. The name looks so beautiful. And come to Mrs. Pekin.
Will you be my missing piece? Everything that I need. You know our hearts fit together. I want this love forever.
In our 7 years together that I have dreamed of since I was a little girl, and a love that I pray our daughters will one day experience. You are who I look for in every crowded room, who I turn to when the whole world feels like it's crashing down. You're my safety and my home. I promise to love you for all of my life with all of my heart.
I don't know if I'm going insane, waiting for when you will say peace, everything that I need. You hearts fit together. I want this love forever.
I've seen Dylan grow and change so much in these years together, and I can tell you that I loved the boy that you were when I met you, the father that you became with our girls, the man that you are now, and every version of you moving forward in the future.
Forever.